Hi, welcome to my channel pibyme Maths. This is by WST01. Here we are solving January 2021 Statistics 1 page. Jump into question number 1. We have a Venn diagram given. Find P of B complement. Let's find P of B first because P of B complement is same as 1 minus P of B. Or you can just add everything outside B also. It's the same thing. It's the same thing. So it's going to be 0.15 plus 0.12 plus 0.13. 0.15 plus 0.25 is 0.4 is the answer. Just a one more question. Part B, find P of A union B. P of A union C. So A is this. A and C is this. You need to add everything. 0.5, 0.20, 23, 0.5, 0.15 plus 0.20 plus 0.23 plus 0.12. So you're going to get 0.7. Part C. P of A given B complement. Use the formula for conditional probability. P of A intersection B complement over P of B complement. We calculated P of B complement in part A. It's 0.4. So that's the numerator. Now A intersection B complement. B complement is everything outside B. Intersecting with A is only this. So 0.15. 0.15 over 0.4. 0.375. Or if you want, you can keep it as a fraction. 3 over 8, both are correct. Question number 2 now. The stem and leaf diagram below shows the ages in years of the residents in a care home. Okay. Find the median age of residents. Usually they will mention the total entry here. If it's not mentioned, sum up this whole thing. 1, 2, 2 plus 9, 11, 11 plus 11, 22, 22 plus 7 is 29, plus 2 is 31. To find part A, to find the median Q2, you take 31 divided by 2, you'll get 15.5. So take the 16th entry. When you get a decimal number, you need to take the next entry. So 1, 2, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16th entry. So the median is 74. And then part B, find the interquartile range. To find the interquartile range, you need to find the lower quartile Q1 first and then the upper quartile Q3. To find Q1, you take the total entry 31. Let me just quickly double check one more time. 1, 2 plus 9, 11, 22, 29, 31. Yes. You have to take 31 divide by 4 because lower quartile is the 25th percentile. For Q3, you need to times it by 3 over 4. So 31 over 4 is 7.75. So you need to take the 8th entry. For Q3, 7.75 times 3 is 23.25. So we take 24th entry. So Q1 is 8th entry. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 8th entry is 68. This one, Q3 is 24th entry. 1, 2, 2 plus 9, 11 plus 11, 22, 23, 24 is 8. So 80, 80. Always pay attention to the key. Okay, 4 bar 3 is 43. Now the IQR, therefore IQR is equal to Q3 minus Q1. 80 minus 68 is 12 is the answer. Part C now. An outlier is defined as a value either more than this or less than this. So more than this lower quartile. So you need to find Q1 minus 1.5 times IQR, or Q3 plus 1.5 times IQR. Q1 is 68 minus 1.5 times 12. 18 plus 1.5 times 12. So 1.5 times 12 is 18. 68 minus 18 is 50. 80 plus 18 is 98. So if any value which is smaller than 50 or bigger than 98 is considered as an outlier. So when you look at the stem and leaf diagram, 43 is smaller than 50. So that's an outlier. And then the next value is 98. There is no value smaller than 90. So you need to write 43 is smaller than 50. Therefore 43 is an outlier. The next part, on the grid on page 5, put the grid here. Draw a box plot to summarize this data. Okay, we know outlier is 43. And then what's the lowest value? 54, right? Okay, 54 is the lowest value. And Q1, Q2, Q3 and highest value. Highest value is 97. Q1, Q2, Q3, this is 80, this is 68, and we got Q2 as 74. So we mark all these values now. 43, 40 is here, 43 is here, just put a cross, that's for outlier. 54, and then 68, 74. 68 is here, and then 74, and then 80, and then 97, 95, 97. So join Q1, Q2, Q3 using a box. Draw a box connecting them, and then draw two whiskers, one to the lowest value, one to the highest value. You don't need to mention the values actually. So this is the box and whisker plot. Lowest value is 54, this is 43, outlier 68, 74, 80, 97. Question number 3. The weights of packages that arrive at a factory are normally distributed with mean 18 and standard deviation 5.4. Find the probability that a randomly selected package weighs less than this. First, define the distribution. W follows normal distribution of 18 mu comma sigma square. So for part A, they want you to find W is less than 10. Standardize using this coding. Z is x minus mu over sigma. In this case, W minus mu over sigma. So Z is less than W is 10 minus mu over sigma. So it's minus 8 over 5.4. Minus 1.4, right? I'm gonna round it to 2 decimal place. Minus 1.48, because in our table we have the Z values given us 2 decimal places. Okay, the left area on the left hand side of the negative number will be 1 minus P of Z is less than 1.48. So for 1.48, the corresponding value is 9306. 1 minus 0.9306, so you will get 0694. That's the answer. Leave it as it is. So 3-mark question. Let's move on to part B now. The heaviest 15% of the packages are moved around the factory by Jemima using a forklift truck. Okay, now you see, I'm gonna draw a bell curve to explain this. The mean weight is 18 kilogram. 18 kilogram. We know the total area below the curve is 1, or it's total 100%. This is 50%, this is 50%, right? So when they say heaviest 15% packages, they are talking about these packages. This is 15%. Are moved around the factory by Jemima using a forklift truck. Find the weight, the lightest of this package. Lightest of this package will be this, right? So I'm going to call it A. So we know P of W is greater than A is equal to 0.15. Standardize it. Z is greater than A minus mu by sigma. Sigma standard deviation is 5.4 is 0.15. And we know this is a positive number. This is a neat value, like a rounded figure. So I'm going to use a smaller table and take the value corresponding to 0.15. So 1.0364. 1.0364 is equal to A minus 18 over 5.4. Find the value of A. So 1.0364 times 5.4 plus 18. You get 23 point. They want you to find the weight in kilogram. Okay, we got 23.59 round it to 3 significant figure. A is 23.6 kilogram. That's the answer for part B. Part C now. One of the packages not moved by Jemima is selected at random. Okay, you need to understand. Let me draw a bell curve here. We know the mean is 18 kilogram. All the packages that weigh 23.6 or more are moved by Jemima, right? So if it weighs less than 23.6, that's not moved by Jemima, correct? So if W, the weight is less than 23.6, that's not moved by Jemima. That's a condition, because we are taking a package from here actually. The packages that are not moved by Jemima. But find the probability it weighs more than 18. So that's a conditional probability. P of A intersection B divided by P of B. So intersection of 18 to 23.6 is same as P of 18 is less than W is less than 23.6 divided by this is W is less than 23.6. I'm going to write it as 1 minus P of W is greater than 23.6. Why I'm writing this way? We know greater than 23.6 is 15%, which is given in the previous sum, right? Here 15. So 1 minus 0.15 at the bottom. On top we need this area. We know this is 0.5, this is 0.15, total is 0.65, so this will be 0.35. So the answer is 0.35 over 0.85. You can just keep it as 7 over 70. That's the answer. Let's move on to part D. A delivery of 4 packages is made to the factory. The weight of the packages are independent. Okay, why they mention this? Because it's very important in binomial distribution. Each event should be independent of each other, then we can apply binomial distribution. You're going to learn more about this binomial distribution if you are taking statistics 2, because there is a separate chapter for that. But as of now, all you need to know, whenever the question is talking about some value out of some bigger value, there are 4 packages, they want you to find the probability that exactly 2 of them, 4 out of 2, it's basically 4C2. And what is the probability of success here? That the package is moved by Jemima. So if the package is moved by Jemima, you need to read the question here. Only 15% of the heaviest one are moved by Jemima. So the probability of success is 15%, right? So we know n is equal to 4. Probability of success is 0.15. Probability of failure is 1 minus p, which is 1 minus 0.15. Now this is the formula. I want you to remember the formula. X is equal to x is ncx p power x q power n minus x, which is 4c2 p power 2 q power 4 minus 2. You will get the answer. 4c2, that's 6 times 0.15 square times 0.85 square. Wait, it won't be more than 1. Okay, sorry, I put 5 here. 15 square 6 times 0.09735 dot 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 9753 dot dot, and then you can round it to 3 significant figure 975. That's all.